Alright. Whoop. You guys are gonna love that view. So, blue side, which is yellow team, send on the first ban. We got Syndra ban. Very prominent in the current meta. Very annoying to verse. Unless you pick good old Vladimir. This music is actually overbearing. Sorry, beeps. I need a second screen so you can't see that shit. Whoop, that ain't the right thing. So, Ezreal ban on the side of red side, which is purple team. Vladimir... Wait, I'm not too sure about these bans. Normally you'd ban Vladimir if you want to take Syndra, but they want to ban both Vlad and Syndra. So, it's sort of an unusual way to go about it. They banned Sam's Malzahar. The target bans are real. Ezreal ban hurts LeBlanc. I assume he's ADC today. Now, Lace is generally a good ban. Not too sure against purple team, though. And a Darius ban. That's an interesting one. I have no recollection of yellow side playing Darius, but... meh. I guess it's just a threat that it can come out. Darius isn't really a meta top lane right now anyway. I mean, the whole hype is literally just fucking cannon Jace. It's actually pretty obnoxious how badly they've come into the meta. So, the hover on the Lucian, I feel like it shouldn't be picked here. But it will be. Okay. Jinx hover on Professor McGonagall's. Now, Jinx into Lucian is sort of interesting, and Thrill Murray gets his cannon yet again. He's very prominent on this cannon, like, he plays it quite well. Manatee locking in the Zac, and that's a Kled hover here. They've still got 50 seconds to go, but Kled, I'm not too sure how he works in this meta, actually. I played him a couple of times, absolutely hate him. And it will be a lock-in on Morgana. Karma pick up on red side. I can still change it. The Annie has been locked in, though. This will be interesting. Who will actually go mid? Plus, red side is actually very AP heavy at this stage. I feel like the Zac could just go Cinderhulk straight into Spirit Viz. Or I play a lot of Zac myself. I generally like that. I'm more of a utility jungler, so I'll pick like Sightstone first and then go into stuff like Spirit Viz and Cinderhulk. Now, it'll be LeBlanc taking the mid lane, so they swapped their mid laner from Sam. So this should be interesting. He gets his Talia too. I'm pretty sure pretty sure I've seen a game of him on. My memory is really, really freaking bad. And Herbert still undecided. He's got 4 seconds left to lock in. Malphite. Malphite being quite a strong pick. I'm surprised there hasn't been any Yasuo picks here. Like, for a lot of this tournament, there has been, like, bugger all Yasuos. Despite him being on the table, like, there's been next to no bans on him as well. So, quite interesting to see. we've got 30 seconds until it loads. Oh, we have to wait 3 minutes. Oh boy. Oh. Let's see this going down. Don't. He's got 4 seconds left to load. You can hear that? That's annoying. Alright, 2 minutes 40. Enjoy listening to the music. Alright, motherfuckers. I love this shit. Alright, we got a really AP heavy team on the side of the Johns. So, it'll be sort of interesting. Sam's team can just stack MR against that to be all well and true. I'm interested to see how this goes. But, yeah, overall, should be pretty decent. So, there is one benefit from Red Side is the fact that they have the Trundle. Now, Trundle's ulti is really goddamn good. Like, immensely good. So, especially against, like, a Zac. because Zac will stack the crap out of resistances and health, and Trundle can take a huge chunk out of him. Plus the fact that on the side of yellow team, which is blue side, they have two major tanks in the Zac and Malphite. So yeah, he can hit either one, and he should be generally okay. Alright, we're loading in a moment. Alright, there we go. Alright, just go fix this up. Otherwise I get tilted. Okay, that's very annoying. We turn down the sounds a tad.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Excuse me. Alright. Blue side looking to... They're waiting on someone to step out. They've seen them. They've seen the Morgana. Ooh, that was close. That was very much. That was unfortunate that she started moving back at that certain point in time. A bit of poke out from Karma. She gets 16 gold off that. That's pretty baller. Pretty good start. Right, so I do not know that they're not there anymore by the looks of things. Lunch, I was going to say, backing a tad early there. Alright, so... No armor, starting out with 30 AP, that's pretty baller. Like, you get 15 from Doran, so he's got 15 in that, all his things. Probably running scaling health, I would assume. Alright, so that's that. You gotta start on this grunt. Surprised he isn't playing his usual. When it was open, so that should be interesting. Bot lane. They should play this aggressively. I mean, their lane's perfect for it. Blue side, that is. Like, yeah, the Karma counters Morgana to a certain degree, only because of the extra movement speed, but you have a Lucian here. Lucian does a lot of work. Like, sure, he isn't exactly the most meta ADC right now. I mean, you look at stuff like Jhin, MF, especially strong. They don't want to group up and get poked here. But looks like Blue Side conceded their level 2 ability to stomp lanes. With Lucians, it's generally pretty easy if you get like Piercing Light level 1 and then just like go absolute ham on the wave, but they didn't seem to. Okay, let's look at top. That's a bit of a bad matchup. Malphite into Cannon though. Like, you know, Malphite's generally pretty hardcore on armor builds. But you look at their team, they're good at Annie and the Cannon. So Jabside's run up here. Is he looking to get Scuttle? No. Okay, fight happening at bot side. Zac's come in. First blood to Manatee. Lovely gank coming out from there. I didn't get to see the full thing. Sorry, folks. What if we can get a quick look at that? So, let's see. Oh, no, not quite there yet. Yep, they're working on it. This feels awkward as hell, I am sorry. Oh my lord. So it's literally, okay, he came in, the Q landed on Jinx, they're in a bad spot, Sam escapes by the skin of her teeth, trade back, and Manatee walks off with bugger all health. Let's speed this up. So, they watered the blue. They haven't noticed that. Depsai smarts that. He'll hit his level 4. This is going to be back and forth down bot side. Ward. Deep ward's all in from jab side. LeBlanc in a bit of a rough position here. Just walked straight into him. Manatee a bit too forward, but can deal. They got a pink here, so they can see this red side ward there. Herbert in a pretty bad position. He needed the flash there. He had to. If he didn't, he would have been one dead ass mountain. This side bot lane really not abusing their lane advantage, to be fairly honest. I think they're going to go for the farm approach. Like, Jinx is really good late game. Lucian has an overwhelming advantage early game against most lanes. Like, I'm not good. Like, I would have liked to see them go aggressive and, you know, turn this away from a farm lane. But in this sort of bracket of ELO, that's generally how they play. Like, they'll take the defensive route. Fair enough. They don't want to make mistakes. They don't want to play the high tier mechanical, like, you know, level 2 all in. And I guess that's fair. And the thing is, I see quite a few good players in these competitions so far. Herbert really not respecting this cannon and paying for it. The Glacial Shroud says it all. You're versing an AP, and you're really not respecting his ability to just fuck you up. Manatee, Jazza flashed into the knockup. Phil Murray gets out with next to nothing. The caddy minion's just bashing on him, but it will de-aggro. Matty just walking back in. He wants to get Thrill Murray. Thrill Murray still does have flash too. He can make an escape. Manatee, on the other hand... Oh, actually, Manatee has flash too. But they're not going to risk it. Talia gank bot side, cuts them off, trumped off. And there's the flash over the wall. Wall just goes down in time for them to chase, but Deep Punch will walk out. Munch tanks a couple of tower shots for trouble, but will not get anything. It was a good attempt at a roam too, like... They were all the way up, like the wall walled them off up here, but bot lane just wasn't ready for it. Plus, level 5 Lucian, who hasn't backed yet, like, you're not going to get much out of that. Like, they should have backed after the gank before, and, like, you know, taken a wave, forced it into turret, and then backed off. Oh! Matty taking a lot of damage from Tibbers, but he'll walk out alright. And there's no cause to be alarmed there. Japsai looking to invade. He knows Matty's here doing this. He's just like, yep, I want in on this guy. Oh, he gets smited. LeBlanc! LeBlanc! You want to help this motherfucker or what? Oh, so late on that. That was a misplay and a half, and that will cost them. See, like, I generally like to ward right there when I'm doing that camp if I'm backing off. Like, I'll do it. But most of the time, I will be paranoid as hell. Oh, and the build from Malphite really triggers me because he's not building for this matchup. Like, Glacial Shroud's great on Malphite and all, but if you're versing an AP heavy champion, and this guy has shown that he is really good at cannon, like, he can play this cannon. He is fine with this. He's more than happy to play it as many times as he needs to, and he has shown his prowess on it multiple times over. Matty's going to be forced out of his own jungle, but he does get his red. Jeffs didn't exactly get it. He'll be spot on in this try. Ward here. They're pinging the missing. Talia has recalled to base. Picking up items. Going for the rower. Matty, Oyster Strike! Slingshot coming out. Misses Professor McGonagall, but will absolutely hammer them. Absolutely beautiful execution there. Cops the double get to the face and gets fucking nailed on the spot. Jeff's going to go back to farming. Mid lane just going to be, well, yeah, Farm Fiesta because Annie recalled. And that's all good. But I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, the armor really needs this MR. Really, really does. He's just disrespect. Talia, oh, coming through. Missed ulti by Herbert. Absolute insane damage coming out of LeBlanc. Holy moly. But it still doesn't convert into a kill or objective taken. Japsai will be roaming top to stop this huge wave coming in on turret. They won't see this because there is a red side pink there, but they put a blue side pink in that bush? Okay. The ult's come out from Japsai. Oh! Thrill Murray comes back in with the slicing maelstrom. Absolutely dicks them. G. Motherfucking G. They just got absolutely hammered. That was a brilliant outplay by Thrill Murray. He just recalled to base. TP'd right back in on that. That was a beautiful outplay. Now we go back to this bot lane. Issue is, they didn't make anything out of this. Like, yeah, you get 2 kills, but after you get 2 kills, like, hell, let Thrill Murray tank it, while Japsai just hits it on the backside, and that generally should be okay. See, I'm still confused by this Malphite pick, man. Like, oh, he actually is getting MR now. It's a bit late for that, though. Like, you're 0-3 at this stage. Like, needed it much earlier. Bot lane is just sitting on the Farm Fiesta until Zac comes again. LeBlanc taking a lot of damage. Tibbers was dropped on his face. Manatee will be spotted on that ward. We'll have to back off. Herbert still taking a lot of damage in that lane. Manatee should try and make a play from the backside, like over here. Wait for Thrill Murray to try to get some poke out on Herbert, and then just like, well, not ult in. We'll get Herbert to ult in. Nope. Oh, there goes his ulti. He needed to do that yet again. Because he just gets poked the crap out of this lane. He needs his Spectre Scout. He needs solid MR. Like, you look at the matchup. You've got an Annie and Cannon to deal with. You need this magic resist. Matty coming to set up, but he is not exactly on a huge amount of health. Does get the land on the electric slingshot. A lot of damage coming out. Matty will go down, but his passive is up. LeBlanc taking a lot of damage. Unfortunately, does not get away. Japsai. Oh! He screwed that up. That was way too early. Alright. Herbert gets his Spectre's Cowl. And will now be able to deal with some of the damage from Thrill Murray here. Ejibar running out front. Does not connect on that Soulfire. Oh, Inner Flame, sorry. Too much Hearthstone for me, sorry boys. Matty will live for now. He's going straight for his Cinderhog. Okay, no Sightstone. That's fine. I just prefer it because on Zac you can get away with a Sightstone. It's so good. Like, you know, it's extra health, it's extra wards. Like, you know, it's for the warding smite. Forget his goddamn name. Oh, TP coming in from blue side. It's LeBlanc, and that was very uneventful. Blue side bot lane should have pushed up to make that, you know, worthwhile, and, you know, try catch them unawares. So, Japside coming down, he knows this is happening, and he'll get pushed out here. Pillars up. Blunt, thrown out more threaded volley. Regibar should not be warding, he should be auto-attacking. They need to burn this down now, before Red Side can respond. And there we go. Japside cannot get in there, and he will not get a chance at a steal. But at the same time, he has a huge bounty on his head. Even if he did try to go for the steal, it would probably not be that worthwhile, as he would trade back quite a lot of gold. Now, Herbert still taking a lot of damage in lane. It's a bit late for that Spectre Scowl. It should have been upgraded into a bigger MR item. And he's just going to keep copping this damage. Like, I understand the need for Glacial Shroud, because on Malphite it's good, 10% CDR, you get mana out of it, it's really, really fucking nice to have. But when you're up against a cannon, it's not good. I just think the Malphite pick in general was a bad choice here. He needs to recall now. He won't be able to contest this tower. Thrill Murray can just jump onto him, slicing Maelstrom, and absolutely dick him under his own turret at this stage, because he has no mana to deal with it. And Red Side looking for a collapse on top. So here we got Regibar and Too Sweet to Swallow. They should be okay. An attempt seems to have been made, but it didn't actually follow through. Huh. So, Matty. No one's going to be there, man. It's been a while. What do I stay? Oh, he sees through Murray in lane. So Murray just turning back on him, going, yeah, fuck you. I've got a lot of damage, bitch. I don't give a damn. I'll deal that damage. Japside looking to roam top, but won't actually do anything. He's actually going an extremely aggressive build, which you can get away with because of your ulti. He'll be dealing a lot of damage this game. Matty picking up on his blue buff. Oh, excuse me. Been up all day. So, we look at the here. The pink ward on blue got cleared out by Japside. So, we lose Vision, King of Smoke Wheeze, roaming up, but there's nothing there for them to get. Japside is just going to go in and invade. He's an extremely aggressive jungler, this guy. Loves being aggressive. TP coming in from Thrill Murray onto bot lane. They have no idea what's going on right now. And Sam, Too Sweet to Swallow, will be going down. Double kill coming out for Professor McGonagall's. Really good, well-timed, coordinated TP flank from Thrill Murray. He has been an outstanding cannon throughout this entire tournament. Plays really well on his comfort pick here. Ulti coming out from Japside, getting a lot of damage out on Herbert, but something seems to have gone awry. Matty looking to gank again. He's down quite a bit of health. Dick Punch will see him, and he will see her as well, or him, and we'll back off. Ordered over there. Matty probably... No, he doesn't have Smite up. I was going to say he probably should have smited that camp. Oh, he did. He did smite Raptors. They're going to lose mid tower without even fighting for it. Matty has no idea what's going on. Blue side is going to make a forceful trade onto this bot tower, but it has taken no damage. No, they're not even going to take it. They're just backing off here. Because Red Side's coming down. But the thing is, TP's not up for Thrill Murray. Plus, they just killed Herbert. So things are going pear-shaped real blue side here. Herbert finally finishes his Spirit Viz. We'll get him some MR out of this. Probably should think about getting well, Tenacity Boots next, as it will prove really well. The culling coming out from Regibra. Ooh. Flash for flash, that's alright. Professor McGonagons and Dig Punch will take out this Scuttle. Thrill Murray's waiting over here. Annie has no... I was going to say, she doesn't have flash, so she ain't exactly going to be doing anything here. If she actually got that directly on LaBlanche, that would have been catastrophic for blue side, as they would have to automatically oh god! Manatee's in a lot of trouble, and he goes down. He should have jumped that wall and immediately smited the red buff to get the heal, as that would have helped a lot in getting away there. Instead, he just jumped the wall and died. That's quite unfortunate for him. Trump wall. Walls off red team from getting through there, but doesn't matter. They're still getting out all this damage. Dig Punch takes a lot of damage. Professor John's getting excited. Thrill Murray's in there. Super Mega Death Rocket lands on LaBlanche. Regibra's taking a lot of damage on the way out. Rocket comes out. Flash goes in. Bang. There goes the black man. Sorry if that sounds a tad racist. But Lucian goes down. As the Chinese say, Double Gun Obama has been taken out. That sounds horribly racist, I know. It is not. I got it as one of the Chinese people actually did say this to me in solo queue. And I've used that same analogy ever since. Alright, so Matty in a bit of trouble here. Needs to dip set. He does, but the speed boost coming in from Professor McGonagons. Red buff is no longer applied here. He's just taking a lot of damage on his way out. And the Q comes out from Too Sweet to Swallow. She will get away? No. The ulti coming out from Jafsa, he's going absolutely ham. But the rest of his team's coming to back him up. TP coming in from Herbert? I assume. Yes, it was. But they didn't take the engage. You don't really want to be TPing into the middle of a fight. You want to be TPing into a flank. And that... yeah, that could have potentially been pretty bad there. So... the red side looks to this mid while they have pressure on top. Herbert gets caught up in the slicing maelstrom, walks back in instead of running. Well, unfortunately, yellow side's top lane is really underperforming today. Jafsai is going to help Thrill Murray take it out. The blue side should actually force this fight here. It's a 3v4. They can actually get away with... oh no. Regibra has gone to deal with the push on top side. I was going to say, they could force a fight here with Natalia. Like, try to get Natalia... oh, no. Too far. Oh my god, that damage from LeBlanc. Absolutely intense. Regibra taking a lot of damage. Needs to kite this back. And they get the shutdown on Japsai, but here's King of Smoke's Weed. King of Smoke's Weed, yeah, that is it. And Professor McGonagons, Super Mega Death Rocket picks up 2. Regibra goes back in to try trade, and it will get Professor McGonagons. I didn't think he'd die from the after the heal, but he did. And Professor McGonagons will pick up 3? Actually, who picked up that last one? It was double kill. Wait, who did Reggie Bra die to? Tipper's coming out from Kinga, but he will kill the turret, and Too Sweet to Swallow did spell shield herself, so she will not get stunned in that situation. Red side has a lot of vision on the bot side of the map. Not quite sure why. I mean, it should be around here, or maybe here, considering how many times they want to siege down mid and forcibly just have Thrill Murray dick on Herbert. They know he can beat him in the 1v1 quite easily. Manatee is just going to go take his Raptors. Thrill Murray's looking to contest this. I don't know why. It's just like, must you really try? Like, you're by yourself. Your only vision is right there at this stage. If the rest of their team just walked up, he would get fucking dicked there. So they know Herbert's here. Him running around here isn't doing them too much. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so okay, so Thrill Murray is pretty big right now. Herbert misses the unstoppable force. Yeah, I'm right. Got it, folks. Yeah, completely whiffed that, and this does not look like it's going to do too well for yellow side here. LeBlanc trying to get some damage back out on them. Slicing Maelstrom coming in from Thrill Murray. He does Zonya's. Manatee going back in! That was really risky there. LeBlanc taking a lot of damage on the way out. Too Sweet to Swallow, trying to kite back with Reggie Bra against Japsai. Does get the Q. Manatee picks up the kill against Japsai. Herbert topping a lot of damage. Manatee still getting knocked the fuck out. Too Sweet to Swallow taking a lot of damage. Manatee's going back in again! And they do get Kinga. Reggie Bra will walk out with a sliver of health here, and I don't know why he's walking back in. These rockets are going to fucking dick him. Professor McGonagall's got the Rune's Hurricane, going to clear out this wave real quick. Reggie Bra, not sure what to do. He should probably try to not go near that Jinx, because she is fucking their shit up. And Reggie Bra will recall right here. Too Sweet to Swallow, just going to clear out a ward. And their red side is Ping and Dragon. Professor McGonagall's going to steal this red buff away. Dick Punch going to hit the recall button. And Thrill Murray and I assume Japsai will be going for this dragon. Too Sweet to Swallow, just going to help clear on this bot wave. Reggie Bra going to take out this juicy wave top, but they have no idea that dragon's about to be taken. LeBlanc just going to get some damage out on this blue. Try pick that up. That should help him immensely here. And that wave gets picked up by Reggie Bra. He will be in a good position to pick up some more items here. Looks like he's going for... what's it called again? Rapid Fire Cannon. Yes. Thrill Murray coming in on the flank. They do not have vision. Actually, let's see. Blue side. Oh, Manatee in a spot of trouble. No, he will just leap away. Slingshots out. Look at this fog of war, shall we? Alright, so... on blue side, how much vision do they have? I can only see this here. Wow, they have next to no vision. Look how dark that map is. Oh, that is such a bad spot. They really need this vision down. It's had questionable boots for the Morgana. I guess Silk Shoes aren't the worst thing in the world. I probably would have gone for something like the boots of swiftness. Blanche walks back into it, but Thrill Murray will go down. Red side is doing the Baron. Blue team has to know what's going down right now. And it's on. Tibbers gets dropped on Manatee. takes a lot of damage, but he doesn't go down. The Q connects from Too Sweet to Swallow onto Japsai. Reggie Bra's trying to go back in. He dashes forwards. Manatee slingshots all the way in. Hits the ulti. He's bouncing time. And they will not get anywhere. Red side will successfully disengage from this Baron, and let's see how this goes from here. Unfortunately, we're not the LCS, and we do not have a Baron power play fucking thing on the side. I wish we did. That would be pretty awesome, and I suck at maths, so don't count on me. So, all up, we're at 52.8k, no, now 9k, versus 44.7. I am not going to do that at all. Yeah, screw that. But, yeah, just looking at the gold lead, they're collapsing down on red side. Thrill Murray comes out of absolute nowhere. Proto Belt straight in there. Too Sweet to Swallow. Will go down. Get Excited comes in. Professor McGonagall's going hard for Manatee, but will stop as they do not have vision down this side. Phew. Gonna run down. Why there? What's going on? Did I miss something? Huh. Okay. Yeah, Jaffa looking to keep this split going, but he shouldn't be the one doing it. Thrill Murray should, but he does not currently have teleport. Now, looks like red side will be forcing this down bot lane, while Japsai continues the split on top. Now, Herbert shouldn't be there. He's the last person to be who should be holding this, to be quite honest. LeBlanc should actually be up there so then he can ulti down the bot in case of an emergency situation, as Herbert doesn't have TB. So LeBlanc taking a lot of damage. Tibbers comes down. Trade back on Kinga. Herbert actually kills Japsai at top somehow. No idea why. Probably disrespected the tower. Reggie Bra taking a lot of damage. Too Sweet to Swallow. Thrown out a bit of damage, but it won't really deter red side from doing anything. Herbert walking up. He does not have unstoppable force. LeBlanc still dead for another 25 seconds. Japsai down for 26. King of Smokeweed down for 23. Zerot portal coming out for Herbert here. Thrill Murray has to back off as Blue Side's threatening to fuck his day up. Unfortunately though, this bot side will be spawning Megas. And here's the first one coming down the lane right now. So they're going to be in an awkward spot. I do believe that Zerot portal should be placed down bot lane to prevent this from shoving in so quickly, as that Mega Minion will start pummeling these basic ass bitches you see. Check them out. That basic. Look at this basic motherfucker get boom boosts. Look at him, boosts. Fucking bang, fucking bang. Yeah. He is alpha as fuck, this fucking caddy. So, anyway, back to the game at hand. Thrill Murray trying to put out some aggression. These Zerot portal will reapply this aggression. Herbert's in a really, really bad spot here. He's getting collapsed on by the entire red side. A lot of damage coming out from LeBlanc onto Thrill Murray, and they're going to be trying to break open top side. Blue side's pinging that bot lane. It will be crashing in. This inhibitor's got quite a time to go too until it respawns, and these blue side can't really do much about it. Professor McGonagall's taking a lot of damage. Manatee taking even more! Gets taken out by Tibbers. He's in slime form. Herbert, unstoppable force. Slicing Maelstrom just absolutely nukes half of blue side, but then it doesn't exactly do anything. LeBlanc narrowly dodges it, and I don't know what happened to Manatee. He got fucking deleted. That's all I can say. The exhaust coming out way too late from CM. Too Sweet to Swallow, unfortunately, and they're going to also lose mid at the same time, as Japsai has been split pushing this and will beat the crap out of this poor inhibitor. I can't forget the name of that kid. Yeah, Dark Binding. There we go. Japsai just got absolute fucking ham. Flash coming out from Too Sweet to Swallow, and their base is falling apart. All three inhibitors are down, and I do not believe that Blue side even has the ability to wave clear all of this just yet. This will be extremely hard. LeBlanc will have some decent wave clear, but the Lucian will be their main form. As Manatee is, well, you know, tanky as fuck, but has no damage to back up with that. The culling comes out from there, but you might want to save it for... Actually, no. What? Here we go. Double megas coming in. That is going to be an issue. A big issue.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Red side picks themselves up an ocean dragon. Not like they need it at this stage. They're just after objectives. They can finish this at any time. Big issue for blue side. Dick punch caught out. Elastic slingshot does not connect. Will Murray comes in on the side. Slicing Maelstrom hits nothing, but Reggie Bra gets taken out. Tibbers comes down and says, "Hello, how you doing, mate?" And gets absolutely dominated there. LeBlanc taking an absolutely huge amount of damage. McGonagall just goes down. Darkside flashes in, takes out LeBlanc. And the minions are going to be crashing into the tower. There's double megas coming in from mid lane, 3 coming in from the bot side. There is nothing blue side can do in this situation. All you can do is like sit in the well and like hit the concede button or whatever. But you don't want to be doing that in a tournament. Herbert's just going to try walk out of here with his life. And all these megas are just crashing down, and that will be game 1. Purple versus yellow. Purple winning by quite a landslide in that position. And holy moly. It was actually a pretty intense game. Not gonna lie, friends. And congratulations to the Purple team. That was a really, really strong showing there. They will retain their spot, which even if they did lose, they would have retained their spot as second place at this stage, I believe. Pretty sure they're second. Yeah, something like that. And that was G motherfucking G. So let's look at what blue side could have done better in that situation. Now, I believe the Zac was on point. A few missed elastic slingshots here and there, but you'll get that as Zac anyway. Morgana need to use exhaust in a couple of fights a bit earlier. Apart from that, nothing real big. Oh, also upgrade the damn sweeper. Sam, if you're watching this, hit up the sweeper at level 9, man. There's bowlers shit once it's upgraded. And then the Talia had some solid plays. Unfortunately, got blown out of the water. Probably should have built a tad more magic with this. Maybe a what's it called, Abyssal Scepter, to try avoid getting dicked on by Annie half the time. Like that bitch just walks up, boom, dibbers later. Reggie Bra did fairly alright. Oh, he actually got Phantom Dancer. Fair enough. Phantom Dancer is pretty baller. Trying to build into that BT, but unfortunately it was just a tad too late for him. 302 CS though, doing solid in that. And once again we come back to the top laner, Herbert. Now, Herbert, if you're listening to this, man, do not first item Glacial Shout against Cannon. You will not win that lane if you do that. You need magic resist ASAP. And yep. That will be all until the next game begins, which should be actually quite soon. So I'm just gonna, set that up.